Good evening and welcome. Welcome to another exciting edition of the program, Liberia First on GHT Talk. Today is Wednesday, October the 9th, 2024. Indeed, we have a great show for all of us here tonight. So invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest. Tonight we say dissent is essential and critical for any democracy. Liberia is no exception. Joseph Yuba Bwaka crackdown on democracy is wrong and must be thwarted. Also, for our hot topics and lead story tonight, Mudad resigns. Commerce Minister Emi Mudad has resigned for purchasing a vehicle worth over 96,000 United States dollars. But many groups denounced the resignation and called on Joseph Yuma Boakai administration to fully investigate and prosecute all those connected to the car purchase and other alleged corruption involving Minister of Public Works, Giddings, Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Investor Gregory, Mamaka Belete, Unity Party Chairman Luther Tape, and others as we dig deeper into this story. Also coming up, wrong, negative, or facts. Our reports about the Joseph Yuma Bwaka administration just negative, wrong, or the fact. What has the Rescue Mission government achieved since inauguration day on January 22nd, 2024 to present? What did Joseph Yuma Bwaka many foreign travels yield for the Liberian people besides returning home with MOUs and his hands swinging and talking nonsense with confidence? Let's dig deeper. What has Joseph Boakai government achieved based on the many travels? What has he brought home? Indeed, we got a great show coming up. Also coming up, CDC USA gets new leaders. Congrats to the CDC USA membership and the new leadership for a successful national convention in Des Moines, Iowa. PA chapter chairman Yahaya Talata Sharif is the new national chairman. Meanwhile, Minnesota chapter holds inauguration ball this weekend in the Twin Cities for Chairman George Harris and corps of officers. Also, we are getting reports that the Constance Suman Dwopu administration is already making plans for a smooth transition, turning over process to the chairman-elect and administration, Yahaya Talata Sharif. We say congratulations, keep the spirit of CDC moving. Let's stay strong, stay united, and keep the torch burning. Also, coming up, if you join us here for the very first time, we say welcome to you. On this podcast, we insist to be civil with one another. There shall be no curse words, no insults of any kind. Please invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest. Disaster or calamity? Disaster or calamity? Liberia is experiencing unprecedented floodings across the country, with roads being impassable, bridges collapsing, homes destroyed, people made homeless, and a whole lot more. Is it a natural disaster or calamity as prophesied by Prophet Babantudi of Nigeria during the 2023 national elections? Is Joseph Yuma Braga dance with the devil responsible for this act of God? Let's dig deeper. Tonight's broadcast is dedicated to a number of folks celebrating their birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones. Talking about Sylvester Rennie from Minnesota. Sylvester Rennie, happy birthday to you, dear Alex here. Bendu Kelly, Saroske Daria Senior of Logantown, Monrovia. Tifos Talu, Morris Cole, and Duke Charlie. And for all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, we say congratulations to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you as well. First in the queue tonight is Hawa Tote of Des Moines, Iowa. Welcome to you, Hawa Tote. Good to see you on here. She says, hi, Mr. Gilman. Yasake, where the lady from Atlanta. Welcome to you. She says, good evening to you, Mr. Gilman, and my GHT CLN family. Welcome to you. Sophie Plamo of Ohio. Welcome as well. Good to have you on here as always. Indeed, we do have a great show for all of us here tonight. Gatti Contra First passed away from Canada. Welcome to you, she says. Good evening, Mr. Gilman. Welcome to you there. Joseph and Edith Walikende of the city of brother-in-law, sisterly affection. That's of Philadelphia. Welcome as well. We got a great show for all of us. Conigale Masale from Minnesota. Welcome to you. Welcome to all of you joining us here. Indeed, we got a great show for all of us. So invite someone, like the page, follow the page. And Charlene Pratt, welcome to you. It's good to have you always. Welcome. She says, good evening, Mr. Gilman. Welcome to you. Winston Logan, welcome. How you doing? Welcome to you there. Says, good evening, Mr. Gilman. Indeed, we got a great show. Musa Brown is here as well. Let's bring you a word from our sponsor, JP Chanet. A word from our sponsor here, JP Chanet. Voila. And the JP channel is sold across the country, Liberia, from all. You find it in the finest of supermarkets across the country, the stores, restaurants, and you name it.
As you can see, I'm trying to give you a vivid picture as to what the Cestus River looks like currently. Torrential rainfall has made the Cestus River to overflow its banks, causing massive floods in this part of the country.
On September 29 at 8 o'clock, when the rain fell, we saw the water coming. By 10 a.m., we saw the water taking over the whole yard. There was no way to move. They start breaking down Mr. Keita's place.
Right by me is Mr. Mohammed Keita, who runs the biggest business here at the ITR checkpoint. Mr. Mohammed has with him his 13-year-old daughter. He has tears in his eyes. He and his entire family are displaced. Mr. Mohammed has 8 children, and all of his children have been sheltered by a police friend who has given him his 2-bedroom house to host his family. But Mr. Mohammed does not only run business here in RTI.
I have the largest pineapple farm in the RTI Belt as at now speaking to you. I have about 600 trees of plums, oranges, lemons. I have goats, chickens. But as at now, when you go to the farm, you can't even see whether pineapples, whether planting, whether another thing there again. So I'm really confused. I don't know what to do next.
Even when you enter my barrack, the 10th bedroom I was instructed, it's all damaged. All the food, we are here striving. I'm so happy that today the force is here to help.
Behind me is the Cestus River Bridge here in ITI, linking Riverside County to the rest of southeastern Liberia. There's also massive amount of goods on the bank of the Cestus River waiting to be transported across the river by this motorized canoe. This, among several other motorized canoes, are being used to transport goods now because the entire Cestus River Bridge has been submerged under flood waters. Victims of this massive flood disaster are running out of food and water. However, members of the Armed Forces of Liberia, along with the National Disaster Management Agency, have just arrived here to carry out a search and rescue mission for victims of this incident.
We have commenced our operation. So, gentlemen, let your morale remain high. Be focused. The safety of the people is our priority. So, make sure the proper thing should be done at all times so that we can get the people across to and through.
Our purpose of coming here is to assess, search, and rescue. Our whole country is affected. Climate change has toll on our people. A lot of people are just coming to terms with climate change. The data we collected from our men in the field, we have 60 houses that are empty but due to the flood waters. And victims, we have about 200 households, approximately 1,000 persons are affected. We have children, we have about 8 physically challenged people. So far, no death.
When I saw the water, I was too afraid. But the army boat, they brought us safe there and they told who killed us. And they crossed us safe there. We came on Tuesday and we stayed on here. The water was very, very full. The place was piled up. But now they're going down small.
As you can see, the folks here are trying to make sure I'm well suited up, making my way across the Cestus River to show you some of the damage that has been caused by this massive flood. I'm also here with a media colleague, Oscar Moba from LIB First Television, who is accompanying me across the Cestus River to bring you some of the happenings there and some of the damages caused by this flood disaster. When duty calls, we have to be on the scene and bring you the news. Anthony Williams, LNTV News.
Okay, that was from Cestus Riverside County. The information there about the massive flooding due to Cestus River overflowing her banks. All right. Next, we're gonna bring you a video of Joseph Boakai speaking to the Liberian people and why the language ain't destitute. Boakai speaks nonsense with confidence. Take a look, take a listen. Welcome to all of you joining us here.
Making empty promises. You hear the people talking. We're going to hold them accountable, and you hold us accountable. We cannot come living on just donors. The donors will give you what they want to give you. But you can have the kind of raw material that we have, the resources, and they are leaving about $15 million from Beer Mountain right daily. And there's no road to go there. It will not work in this country. And I don't see why people should feel bad when you say they're going to be audited. After all, even God himself, whatever we're doing here, we have to account to him. If you did a good job, then you should be able to account. I've worked several places, and I'm not ashamed of the record I leave, because what we do is for you. And you can't just be sitting there and say anything that people do is all right. It's not all right. It's going to change. It's going to be for your children's future. It's going to be for good schools, good medical services. Every community will make sure it will have good medical services for our people. And you will begin to see it. You will begin to see it. And people who work in those places, they must make sure that they will work in the interest of people and they will be paid. We have said that we will come up with medical insurance where everybody go to the hospital, they'll be treated. That's what we want. That's what makes you proud as a leader. That you got healthy citizens, you got honest. Some people steal. They don't want to steal. So we tempt them to steal because we make them dishonest. Because we ourselves at a high level, we're stealing. Just because they are small people, but most of the stealing is at a higher level. Stealing, corruption in this country, we're going to deal with it. They have told you before, but you know, it had to start at the highest level. It's not talking, we will set the example. We will declare our asset. People will declare their assets. When we leave it, we tell you what we have, what we have accomplished during the time, so that the citizens know that we serve them in good spirit with righteousness, so that they too can see their life benefit. Don't take it for granted. Don't be saying that they are right, that big people. It is not their right. It's your resources. And if they have never been used for you, it will be used for you this time.
That was Joseph Boakai speaking there, talking about people should declare their assets, or they will declare their assets.
You travel long distance.
And what have you? All right. We'll have more for you here, so stay tuned. Let's bring this. We're gonna be analyzing quite a bit here tonight. Stay with us. Let's bring this video up here. Joseph Boakai on his return to Liberia.
Travel long distance. All of you travel, you're hungry. But by the time you get there, you're fixing food. Not that they are not hungry. It's responsibility. Something that we lack here. Everybody fight. And I can tell you, the time comes, God will give you. I don't have to tell you about myself. So I want to thank all of you here who are coming. There are a lot of you here who are working. Well, you haven't even been paid. But it's for the country. And we appreciate all of you. I appreciate people who love their country, who work for their country. This trip that we made, it was a trip. Why do you think I've left from here alone? I wouldn't even leave this country. India would not fun. But if people are honest to know the situation this country is in this sub-region, we will work much harder. Because 177 years, we don't have road, our people of country can have drinking water, the cities are not laid out. And you don't understand the difficulty in that. Not that people are lazy. And we've been at FOIA the other day. Every day they're calling for help. I said, but every time we have to, they say, we grow rice, but we can't sell it. The rice is there. You don't understand the difficulty when a country is not structured properly. You think it's simple. You think that people are lazy, but they produce, they can't sell because the system is not in place. When we used to have cooperatives, people who produce, when I was at LPNC, they would bring the right to buy, they go and produce. It's not in place. And most of us don't understand. Even most of us believe that because we in Moravia or Raka, that's not life. Life goes beyond just yourself. I'm talking this, it's not the talking point, but these are things that come to my mind. I'm telling you honestly, I can ride wheelbarrow to go to that mansion. I don't care. But this country, we must build ourselves. You come from not the talking point, but these are things that come to my mind. I'm telling you honestly, I can ride wheelbarrow to go to that mansion. I don't care. But this country, we must build ourselves. You come from one part of the world, everything is in place. You come to another part, everything is out of place. And people don't guess. One go here, one go there, one go there. And this country can even be better than those places because what is it? You live in a nice house, you have road, you have drinking water, you can just turn them on. That will keep you over there.
Okay, Joseph Boakai talking nonsense with confidence to the Liberian people on his return from these United States of America. What you make of it will be analyzed and, of course, brought to you momentarily. Okay, here is a video that we want to bring to you as well. That is the basis for our conversation on here tonight. So don't go nowhere. Be my guest. This is the Spoon Network and their input from the CEO, Stanton Witherspoon, the criminal.
As so many guys that have declared the loan at the bank with a spread of 1 pen, I mean, would I pay 700,000 cash? LBDI Bank. We know. Brought a boat in the country, July 2024, $84,000, and imagine refused to pay the actual tax on the boat. And it's written, the documents are here. What more? President Walker want to see if Whether has 700,000 to write a check out to clear his debt at LBDI Bank. He couldn't do it after the election. As so many guys that have declared the loan at the bank with a spread of 1 pen, would I pay 700,000 cash? LBDI Bank. We know. Brought a boat in the country, July 2024, $84,000, and imagine refused to pay the actual tax on the boat. And it's written, the documents are here. What more? President Walker want to see if Whether has 700,000 to write a check out to clear his debt at LBDI Bank. He couldn't do it after the election. As somebody
I apologize to them. By my initial screening of this story, I apologize to them, especially our support base. Those who were criticized will always criticize. We can understand that. They look to us for integrity as moral compass in national governance. We can understand that. I take full responsibility. It is not something that I take ashamed of my mother and my family, ashamed my support base. I embarrass them. They have to defend it. It is not something that I take ashamed of my mother and my family, ashamed my support base. I embarrass them. They have to defend it. It is not something that I take ashamed of my mother and my family, ashamed my support base. I embarrass them. They have to defend. Some knew that they were defending the indefensible. I put them through this and I own up to it. And trust me, it's going to happen again.
Monique Walker, Lion Peter. President, we are celebrating his birthday, having a moment, a great time of his life. All right. His Excellency George Weah, having a great time, a moment of his life.
Track me down. Trying to track me down. For what? I don't know. Oh, Mr. Liarman. You know I didn't do the thing you say I do. Oh, Mr. Liarman. Joe Rastafari. King Selassie. Big up, oh, Mr. Liarman. Oh, Mr. Liarman. Oh, Mr. Liarman. Oh, Mr. Liarman. You know I didn't do the thing you say I do.
Mr. Liarman.
Oh, Mr. Liarman.
Liarman.
Liarman, you know. Liarman, you know. I didn't do those things. Oh, Mr. Liarman. God, no. I didn't do those things. Oh, Mr. Liarman. Mr. Liarman.
Rastafari, no. I didn't do.
Oh,
Mr. Liarman.
You know, you know, you know, you know. A liar man.
A liarman.
A liar man. You are liar man. Oh, Mr. Liar man.
Ali
You know
Bagayogo.
I didn't do the thing you say I do. Oh, Mr. Liar man. Rastafari.
You liar man.
Big up.
I didn't do it.
Liar man. Let Jaja judge you.
Liar man.
I didn't do it. Liar man. Let Jaja judge you. So what, you keep lying? Lie, 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 lie. You lie, you lie, you lie. Oh, Mr. Liar man. Oh, Mr. Liar man. I say you lie, you lie. Oh, Mr. Liar man. Mr. Liar man.
Hey.
Oh, Mr. Liar man. You know I didn't do the thing you say I do. Oh, Mr. Liar man. Jano, Jano, Jano.
Rastafari, no.
Liar man. I didn't do it.
Elizabeth Todra.
Liar man. Let Jaja judge you.
Liar man.
I didn't do it.
Liar man. And Mr. Liar man.
Me not go burn you
With the fireman.
Me not go burn you on the fireman. Cover you a liar man.
Wicked man, bad man, foolish man. And Mr. Liar man.
That we becoming
I
never
got
love
love
you. I say, oh no, Jaja, I go judge you. Cover you a liar man.
Wicked man, bad man, foolish man. I didn't do it. Let judge you. Liar man.
I didn't do it. Liar man. Let Jaja judge you.
Wanna hear it?
Don't ever follow back on Mr. Liar Man. There.
Don't ever follow
Because the name says it already, you know.
Mr. Liar man.
Mr. Liar Man.
Bad man, bad man, and
foolish
wicked man.
You see me? Fire upon Mr. Wicked Man there. Mr. Liar Man there. Fire!
Fire!
Man there. Fire!
Fire! Fire! Fire! Fire!
On the fire pan. Cover you a liar man.
Wicked man, bad man, foolish man.
Mr. Liar Man. That we becoming never love you. I say, oh no, Jaja, I go judge you. Cover you a liar man.
Wicked man, bad man, foolish man.
Liar man.
I didn't do it.
Liar man.
Let judge you. I didn't do it.
Let Jaja judge you.
Wanna hear it?
Don't ever follow back on Mr. Liar Man there. Because the name says it already, you know. You see me?
Listen to me.
Mr. Liar Man.
Bad man,
Wicked man. Bad man.
and foolish man.
You see me?
Listen to me.
Fire upon Mr. Wicked Man there. Mr. Liar Man there. Fire!
Fire! Fire! What a song. Hey, Mr. Liar Man. Why you chose to lie? Oh, Mr. Liar Man. What a song there by His Excellency President George Weah. Mr. Liar Man. You lie so much, and Jah will burn you in the fire, man. Mr. Liar Man. Folks, all good evening to you. Welcome, welcome. Indeed, we got a great show for all of us here. Let's read a few comments that came our way here, and then we're going to go directly into our conversation, our main story on here tonight, okay? Ali Bagayogo, talking nonsense with confidence that you couldn't live up to. Fitija Fitija arrest and rescue my pocket mission. So sad, indeed, so sad. And Emmanuel, bro, that was a very good reporting. The way and manner in which the reporter told the story was quite interesting. In my view, he's a trained reporter of the LIBERIA broadcasting system. Indeed, he narrated the scene from Sestos River very well. Anyone can grab the story and grab the scene and the intent to tell the story of what is happening at Sestos River. The overflowing of the river's bank, a bridge submerged, houses erased, people or vegetation, farms, and what have you left. Claudia Allison, welcome to you there. Good evening, Mr. Gilmer and everyone. She says, and Monique Walker, Lying Peter. Lying Peter is Daros DeLong. That's what she meant. Lying Peter. And Elizabeth Tojda, President, we are new dance. Oh my goodness. What's up with that one? Yeah. Oh my. Hawa put Wilson from Australia. Mr. Liarman, you were not able to pay your own medical bills. How can you pay other people's medical bills? Absolutely. Wilton Ketter, GMB is an unrepentant, sophisticated squanderer. Absolutely, he is. Yeah. Tamasa have just joined us here. We're going to bring him up momentarily. Let me read a few more comments, and then we're going to go to Tamasa. Darlington Dolope. Hi, Mr. Gilmore. Welcome to you there, Darlington. Good to see you on here. Favor L. Morris. She says, morning, Mr. Gilmore. Good morning to you there. Favor, welcome. Otaka Kahu. I'm watching live from a residence in Maryland, US of A. And Henry Sei Nankland. Good evening, Mr. Gilmore. Thank you for the great job. You're welcome there, Sei Nankland. Welcome to you. Good to see you on here. Sabina Harris. Hi, Michael Gilman and GHT family. Welcome to you, Miss Harris. Good to see you on here. Beatrice Spear. Welcome to you. She says, good evening, Mr. Gilman. Hi to GHT family. And a happy pre-birthday to you there, Beatrice Spear. Hopefully, we're going to celebrate you. I believe it's October 15th, if I'm not mistaken. Welcome to you. Sam Jacob. Ali Bagayogo. Good evening, my dear brother Tamasa. Good evening to you.
Ali, how are you?
And a Mas, Mr. Gilmer, I'm following you from Atlanta, Georgia. And with that, Mas, happy belated birthday to you. We celebrated you on your birthday. I don't know whether you were here, but you can watch the show on your birthday. Yeah, we did celebrate you that time. Wally Kenneth, Edith, and Joe Wally Kenneth, welcome to you there. Says good evening, Tamasa. Absolutely. Tamasa, you the star of the show, my man.
follow Wally Kenneth. They say good work. You get good mail.
Yeah, good work.
How are you? How are you, my dear brother?
Yeah.
And how are you, your darling wife, Edith?
Absolutely.
Hope you guys doing great.
Julie Z. Kennedy, welcome to you there. Says good evening, guys. Absolutely welcome to you. I was trying to mention Sam Jacob from Philadelphia. Welcome there. Talking about Philadelphia, the big sis here, Jolly Clinton from Philadelphia. Hi, Mr. Gilmer. Welcome to you, Miss Clinton. Jolly, welcome to you. And General GT, welcome there. The General, it's great to have you on here. Tamasa, welcome.
Great General. Yeah, the wise man. Thank you. Thank you. It's great. Great evening. Great Wednesday evening. It's good to be on the GHT on the global stage once again, teaming up with the wise man. It's something exciting. And let me just say hi to our people. Hello to all of our people, the GHT family, the CLN family, especially those that are also yet to in the start following or want to say hello to you. Welcome to the GHT once again. It's always amazing, when the wise man is seated, smiling, and to join him at this moment. It's great to be on the show.
Absolutely. It's great. It's great to have you as well. And Monique Walker said Delano Tamasa is trending heavily.
Monique, my beautiful sister.
You reduce your mouth feathers?
Yeah, I guess, trim a little bit. Loma get let the poor people, let the just poor people on the spot.
Right.
So if you say, my man out there, you got to be mindful. Your boss Gilmore is ahead of you. So take your time. I said that's true. My own can be longer than the boss,
No. Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. And big thank for Addison. Good evening, Mr. Gilmore. This government started corruption from day one of their election results. Absolutely, they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah. We like to extend word of prayers for our folks and the people of the great state of Florida. The hurricane and tornadoes have ravaged our state. But just before coming on, I did speak with Jerome Gayman and Binta Jallo. They are doing well. They are safe, and they are in fact on the East Coast and East Coast of the state, and all of these tornadoes and whatsoever is happening on the West Coast. But Jerome did tell me that they experienced some tornadoes in his area. He's in Fort Pierce. Yeah, yeah. So they are doing well so far, so good. And he promised to be on the show with us here tonight. And if he does, that would be
Yeah,
it will be
that'll be
very
really
pleasant.
great.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about them, Jerome and Binta,
yeah,
and the rest of the folks there. We just pray that this thing just subside.
right.
It's conflict against nature. Conflict against nature is that nature against men.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we just hope for the best, especially those that
And
are on the west side too as well.
we
We'll
we are
keep them in our prayers.
we are not saying that is man made. No, we are not
No,
saying that.
no, no, it's not man-made. It's
It's natural disaster.
natural disaster.
Yeah,
So just say
from the
no, it's not
creator.
man-made.
It's not man made.
No,
It is
it's,
not
it's a
political either.
natural disaster.
It's a
Yeah,
natural disaster. It's
yes,
not man made. Is non political
yeah,
because it didn't separate arrow from D or D from
no,
arrow
from our
or I.
absolutely.
No, everybody is affected in the path of that destructive wind. Everybody's affected. The big brother is here, Abraham Connor. Brother Connor, welcome to you. Good to see you on here as always.
Nephew,
Yeah, good
my
evening,
biggest
brother,
nephew.
and the GHT CLN family. Yeah, welcome, Brother Connor. Good to see you on here. And Monique Walker says, "I'm so happy when GHT is on at night."
Monique, why you want to be Pacific?
we help her to carry the night through. That's what she meant to say.
Absolutely, that's great.
And
Yeah,
she's not alone. Jerry say is one other person too who loves the show at night. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. People be listening on their earpieces, and
hmm
the phone is in their pockets, and
yeah.
the night goes on. Melvin Carter, Mr. Gilmore, your brother sent me that dancing video of Weir. I told him that President Weir was dancing because he has been vindicated by the corrupt rescue team. They are way more corrupt. $96,000 for a car. Wow. Absolutely. Absolutely. $96,000. And Comfort Mommy Tay. Hello, everyone. Please stop at the Purple Rose Hall this Saturday if you are in the Twin Cities. Please come support the inaugural ceremony of the Mighty Congress for Democratic Change on October 12th. That's the Minnesota chapter holds her inaugural dinner ball this Saturday, October 12th at the Purple Rose Hall. And
Let me join you to say CMT.
yeah,
I heard that name yesterday. When you cut it short,
yeah,
the
CMT,
great CMT
CMT,
from Minnesota.
yeah.
How are you, comfort?
she wants to know. Try it. The meaning of try it.
Yeah, you want.
You
No,
can't go. You can't go
you
to.
get no.
You can't go to
Just
Sandy
choose
Bush.
one.
You
Yeah,
can't
it
go
can
to.
be.
You can't go to Sandy Bush. There you won't go
And
to.
you talk about the power.
Yeah,
It's not
for
possible.
it's not possible.
No.
It's not. It's not possible. Yeah, Binta is watching the show. She just trended. She said, "Thank you for your prayer, my brother." Absolutely, Binta Jalo.
Yeah, Binta.
Good to hear from you. Good that you are following the show. It tells us that all is well with you. But we'll keep you in our prayer. We'll continue keeping our prayers. You and everybody else out there. That everything will be safe, and when the dust is settled, everybody will be fine. Feloncio Bright Crawford. Hello, CLN family. Welcome all. I I can't wait for another CLN reunion to see you all again. Absolutely. What a great time we had in Minnesota.
It was great. It was great.
It
Yeah.
was. It was.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The committee chair, she's very strong.
Very, very. No
Very
one.
strong.
No. You know, we exposed her, and CDC now grab her. She's now the women's wing, the women's league cheerleader.
Oh.
And ably supported by the young lady there from Philadelphia, Daisy.
Wow, that's great.
Daisy.
Good to hear that.
Daisy Kamara, two strong, dedicated women. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you, Feloncio Bright Crawford, Madam Chair Lady. Congratulations to you. In fact, we start calling you executive director for the women, executive director for the Women League.
Oh no. Yeah. So you want to open another portfolio?
Yeah. Executive director for the Women League. No more for the innovation.
Yeah.
Nana Copa and Co Spoon. Nana Copa. Nana Copa and Co Spoon cheerleader. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's a powerful cheerleader.
It's a powerful cheerleader. Executive director. we'll make another amendment to the Constitution and change and change that title. My man, for any organization to be successful like ours here in the diaspora, you have to have the women. All right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just now, all the women decide to go into a Minnesota inaugural. You see all the.
Why you driving out now? Why you driving? Where you go? Where you going now?
I go in.
No, so true. The women are the backbones. You know, they are the political pillows. You know, you cannot do anything without them. You know,
no.
Yeah, so you have to recognize that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, so we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
Keep on keeping hope alive.
Absolutely, Chair. We just have to, you know.
Yeah. All right, folks. James John Kakula Sumo. Welcome to you there. You said, congratulations, my sister.
Nephew Small.
Yeah, confirmamity. She will stick behind us until we tell her the meaning. You won't go in the society bush with us. Yeah, anyway, folks, Minnesota chapter of the CDC will hold her inaugural dinner ball this weekend, Saturday, in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. All right, you want to go there. If you are not going, send your patron due. Patronize the event with $50. That's for patrons. If you're not going, you patronize it with $50. A lot of us will be doing that. So I'm encouraging all of us, let's do it. To give the new chapter leadership the boost that is so desired to get off the ground and hit the ground running. Minnesota is a vibrant chapter like the PA chapter.
Yeah, very vibrant.
Very, very vibrant. Des Moines.
2016, we were there 2016, I remember.
Right.
Yeah, the chapter hosted us. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a very, very vibrant chapter.
It is. It kept the CDC spirit alive. You know, that's Minnesota, that's Pennsylvania, that's Iowa, North Dakota.
Yeah.
And the little small groups here and there, even our own little Michigan group here, though not very active or vibrant like that, but Michigan did host President Weah one time. He came to the States. He was in Detroit here for a brief meeting, So, but we're gonna get there. We'll be
Yeah.
there. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah.
Man, maybe
Yeah,
we will get there, right?
we'll get there. Yeah,
We'll get there.
we are getting there. We will
How
get
we
there.
get in there, we don't know, but we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Some people say they got to get in a wheelbarrow to go to the executive marshal, so that's the way they want to get there. So we'll see.
I saw a video. I mean, I made a mistake. I didn't save the video to the archive. The amount of wheelbarrow that were in the convoy.
Sure.
Mr. Gibbon is here with us.
Yeah, Mr. Gimmer is here.
How you doing?
Great.
Oh, we're doing fine. We're just so worried and thinking about you people. We're watching the news.
Yeah.
But thank God we're seeing you live.
Yeah.
Yes, it's when the pastor said calamity would befall the Liberians,
Yeah.
he was right. Florida is not known for tornadoes.
No.
That is Midwest stuff. So
Yeah.
we prepare for hurricane.
And you got tornadoes.
We got tornado just like the crooked Liberia where they bait and switch. They show you something else. They sell you something else. Like they tell you they got a fat goat, but really it's a skinny sick goat with a lot of salt in it. That's the same thing there. We got prepared for hurricane. All of a sudden, tornado from everywhere. We got 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I told on the pastor from Ghana, this is a calamity.
It is.
A major proportion. Brought on us by Joseph Wakai.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's great being here, guys. See you guys again. I've been calling around. I call Binta. I call a lot of other folks. Everybody's okay.
Binta is following the show. She just trended moment ago. Yeah, she just trended. And Yasaki where said we got to read this so that she knows that we do support every chapter in the CDC union. She said, and Georgia too now. You don't leave us behind.
The leader for Atlanta, right?
Yeah, the leader for Atlanta. And Georgia too now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, sure, best. Yeah, anyway.
Atlanta.
You're right.
Georgia is a vibrant chapter.
You're right.
I remember the guys from Georgia during the debate and what have you. And Georgia hosted that election that brought Constance Duopu.
Yeah, Constant, yeah.
I remember all of that.
Georgia is very strong. It's the home of Kuda Williams, one of our greatest supporters. Kuda Williams is in now.
Midnight train to Georgia.
That's right.
Woo-hoo! Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Mr. Gilman, what's going on in your hometown? You from Crown Hill. What's going on around there?
Man, our big story on here tonight is Amin Muda resignation. Commerce Minister Amin Muda has resigned for purchasing a vehicle worth over $96,000. But many groups denounced the resignation and called on Joseph Yoban Boakai administration to fully investigate and prosecute all those connected to the car purchase and other alleged corruptions involving Minister of Public Works Giddens, Minister of State Sylvester Grigsby, Mamaka Belete, Unity Party Chairman Luther, Lucifer Tape, and others. All right. So, the gentleman did resign. Amin Muda resigned his position in a letter today to Joseph Boycott. Let me put that letter up. If you didn't get a copy of it, you can get a screenshot from right here. Let me put that letter up and read it for all of us here so that you understand what we're talking about here. This is the letter from Ami Moda, his resignation letter. We can zoom it in for you. You see the heading there, Republic of Liberia, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, October 9th, 2024. The reference number MOCI AM Moda Minister 03/28/2024. And then the letter. His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boakai, Senior President, Republic of Liberia. Dear President Boakai, and we'll read the letter as it is. Oh, yeah.
With a tune. I made tune.
Gotta have some Lebanese accent.
baby, you coming to tell me what to say? you want to tell me I don't know how to speak Liberian English? Yeah. Jerome, you want to tell me I don't know how to speak Liberian English?
Yes. After you drink your black coffee.
I was born right here in maternity center. You don't know?
In Foya.
Yeah? I was born right here.
No, I mean I read the Basel community without Foya.
No, that never born in Foya. That never born in Foya.
Rare Basel community.
No, that never born in Foya.
I was born. You were there at the time my mom was born in me. I was born right here in maternity center. You talk about what? My mom, she come from Lofa.
That's right. They would have killed woman's son. Oh no, they would have banned woman's son.
Yeah, my mom, she bandy. She come from Lofa. You want to tell me? Even my pa. If you check a long time, my pa was born here too.
That's right. Right there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but I came here to that. Emi Moda, Dad and myself will work together. My first job after high school. We work with the same company. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, his dad and myself. I try to work under his dad in the shipping and claims department for Rasamni Brothers Corporation.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was doing the clearing of containers and making claims at the port.
So I mean, it's your big brother.
No,
his dad.
His dad and myself were working. Man,
that man bigger than you, man. That man are your big brother.
My man, size is not the
that is size then the weight there.
That's right. You and that man both so you say that my small. You say that my small brother here. People say you laugh, man.
No, that my young brother there. That my young brother. Yeah, but you know, we are opposite side, but
I have to come to Ami Moda defense today. So
absolutely.
When you finish with your monologue and making your case, I'm here to play the devil's advocate to defend Ami Moda. Listen, you cannot tell me, Mr. Gilman, that this is not racism or tribalism or sectionalism. We're going to it. Go ahead, sir. Read your letter.
No, I understand your point. Where you going from? But another thing here is, before we even go into the letter, Boakai decided to cut him, or lose, or something that he would just walk away and will not face prosecution or investigation.
And won't say anything.
Because his mom from Lofa, like Boakai niece.
Or did he get anything back to the uncle?
Right. Okay. there's a whole lot behind this resignation.
Yep.
We understand that other people need to be investigated and also fire or let them resign, like the LRA boss.
Double Jala, right?
Yeah, Double Jala. Yeah, there's a whole lot behind this thing. The whole boycott government is a 3G government. Get, grab, and go.
and, and you will not move from behind here.
No.
Because what I said, he said, don't start running until the thing that chasing you stop. So don't stop.
Don't stop. Get, grab, and go. Yeah. You know, and that's what's happening with this government. Everybody is taking, stealing, and packing and leaving. We saw the former finance minister.
Yeah.
Right after that, 22 million and Boyka first 20 million that President we are left, and he split it in half. Right after that, the public were 22 million. The Senate pardoned them. The man said he's sick. He got to go take care of his health. Do you think that man was sitting down? How much money did he come to that job with? If he walk away with $5-6 million or more, you think he's not sitting pretty?
Sitting in a comfortable position. I can take him.
Very comfortable.
Very comfortable position.
You definitely buy
You know what?
yacht.
Even said to 1 million, sir. Mr. Gilman, people are languaging for 6.
I'm telling you.
So even said 1 million.
Because
like bring people money are small thing, Mr. Gilman.
At that time,
the man going to rely on his yacht.
At that time, nobody paying too much attention. So the man grabbed his own. He said, I better resign and put it on my health. You know?
But I meant doing mathematics. He said, but 1 year for 6 years, how much I will get?
How much I will
I can get 2 million and I just sit down and enjoy myself. And I don't be asked. No one prosecute me. No one auditing me.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. You know? Let's really let her go into it. Dear President Boyka, over the last few days, there has been public outcry over the purchase of a vehicle for over $45,000. Though I have provided all documentations and facts that equivocally demonstrate that there was no malfeasance, I am deeply concerned about the impact on my integrity and the administration. This continues to be a distraction from the real national issues and your agenda. I therefore wish to tender my resignation as Minister of Commerce and Industry, a position that I ably served with integrity and passion for the past 9 months. My family and I remain thankful to you for the opportunity to serve our people. I wish you and the administration the best as we look forward to a better Liberia. Respectfully yours, Ami Modad. That's the letter, gentlemen. He mentioned that he performed with integrity, passion, and there was no malfeasance in the purchase of the vehicle. But the very first paragraph, the very first sentence said, over the last few days, there has been public outcry over the purchase of a vehicle for over $45,000. What does the law say? What do we have on the books? Number one, you can purchase a used vehicle. That vehicle was a used vehicle. Government do not purchase used vehicle. You purchase a used vehicle for $96,000, and government do not purchase vehicle more than $45,000. So That's two strikes right there. Used vehicle over 45,000. Your takeaways.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman. Now, the first thing, let me just extend my gratitude to the House of Senate, in particular, the senator from Magibi County, Senator Nathaniel Falomagero.
Nathaniel Magel.
Yeah, who uses oversight responsibility and flake in this particular situation a few weeks ago.
Right.
So let me salute him and the rest of the team that supported him. Especially I saw Mr. Ability, Honorable Ability to John Hayes as it relates to the whistleblower. The issue about the resignation of the Commerce Minister, we believe this is the first step. We also believe that there are more to this particular issue. While it's true, we take it as a first step moving forward, but we believe that there should be more investigation into this matter. Number one, the area that had the guys from the LRA, they had some part to play in this particular area, especially the Director General of the LRA, Mr. Jala.
Double Jala.
Yes. So we believe that, the needle hasn't yet been pushed further. We believe that the president, having received this letter, he needs to open up an investigation and also to invite or to call out the director of the LRA, also to tender his resignation and be summoned for investigation. We believe the fight against corruption is something that have to be done holistically. There are few issues that has to do, especially from the inception of this particular administration.
Right.
The one that has to do with, even said the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Mr. Grisby, the issue that has to do with purchasing the 5 cars, vehicles, using the pension money without being sitting properly, without even taking power. But then we believe that particular matter needs to be open. We also believe that if the president means well for corruption, as they claimed, we believe the issue that has to do also with the public work ministry. This guy is almost the same scenario, because where you go and sign a contract and then you take a kickback, and the entity that you're dealing with, the entity purchase car for you people, is something that undermines the essence of good governance. It has to do with conflict of interest. It also violates the code of conduct and a lot of things, as we speak. So that particular issue too is grave. If I say it is very huge. These are similar situations. So we hope
that is a $22 million question.
And now you're talking about $96,000.
Yeah.
We're talking about $22 million issue.
Right.
So it's something, it's a very huge, thing around this particular administration. So we believe that the fight against corruption, it need to be holistic. It need to be clear. It need to be pushed every angle where we see smoke that has to do with corruption or malfeasance. We believe that they need to act into these areas to address these things, that they can bring whatsoever that have been flagged in the public glare, so that the public knows exactly what is obtaining in the country. But we welcome the resignation of Mr. Modal, but we think that the president needs to push the needle further by going to the LRA, and also for Mr. Jala to relinquish his position, and also surrender himself for prosecution as well. Also to the Public Works Ministry. I will start that fight. Let me just give chance to Brother Gilman.
Yeah.
Yes. The old folks, which is very prevalent in basically all cultures in Liberia, they say the fish get rotten from the head.
From the head, yeah.
Joseph Boakai is a man who does not believe in the rule of law. When you listen to the, I don't know whether it was cabinet retreat, he said on television, he said, let the yellow machine come and let
Jala tell me.
let Mr. When he Jala.
Double Jala.
Let Double Jala tell me he can't find
He
money in the budget to pay for them.
Yeah.
That is it's a subliminal message to this guy, knowing that his portfolio calls for the revenue collection of the country. That's it. Their job is to collect money for the revenue and deposit into the government account.
Right.
And everything go through, process it through the Ministry of Finance. If it's purchasing, you provide your purchasing request and everything else, and it's processed through the procurement process. Then go to GSA that does the purchasing. So they know that there are processes. But he said, Double Jala is going to, he can't tell me he can't find money from somewhere.
He can't find money from somewhere.
So that tells Double Jala, do everything you can outside of the law. So don't be surprised here. The gentleman sat there without being consecrated legally and allow, or I won't say allow because this is the chief of staff, went to a private entity and said he needed $500,000 up to today's date.
Sylvester
Everybody's talking about the $500,000, but nobody talking about the invoice. Did he actually buy the car? Where are the cars?
Where are the cars?
Joseph Boyka have not spoken to that.
No.
Then you talk about the $8 million that were transferred for the so-called bank bailout. What's the process? What's the procedure?
Yeah.
Nobody has spoken about that. Then the $22 million. Then the illegal removal of people from tenure positions.
Yeah.
Then the Supreme Court ruled, and he disallowed, disobeyed, disrespected the Supreme Court.
Absolutely.
So when this thing come to Amin Moda, the only thing I can see in this is putting Amin Moda being the weakest link in his administration. He couldn't do that. We saw Mr. Tappet, Lucifer Tappet. He admitted, he didn't lie. He said, yes, I took, $3,000 off the top of every district.
Every district.
$3,000 each.
3 times 73.
There you go. So here we are. Nobody says anything. And Luther had the audacity to call a news conference to ask for the resignation of Amin Moda for corruption.
$219,000.
That's correct. And Amin Moda only took 96,000.
96,000.
And Luther went on national TV and asked that this man be removed because he's corrupt. And we know what they did to Amin Moda when he was chair of the Unity Party.
Yeah. And that's what Toka Jibok Bayou said here. Let me read it and then you continue.
Yes.
He said they did it to Moda when he was chairman, and this Unity Party and his people behind Amin Moda is something else. And if you check who really behind, might be Amos Tue, Reverend Tappe, Delon, and others. The Unity Party has reached its destination and will push everyone away who supported their government.
And that's exactly it. Amin Moda, he's a mulatto. He's not who he is in the party. He doesn't have a huge following. He doesn't pose any threat to anybody. So they can pick on him. Read who is that? Oh, Abraham Conner.
Yeah, you said the money used for the purchase of Moda's car is 0.0043% of 22 million.
Of course.
Yeah.
That was spent for the road.
That was spent on the road, and Moda ain't got no road to drive that car on.
And Moda has no following.
No.
He does not have any noise maker behind him.
No.
So he did the best thing he could. All the money he spent behind Unity Party, he got it back, and some more. And they were doing the holla holla. He said, you know what? I got what I want. You can leave me alone.
Yeah. Well, I play a video here. Wilton Ketter says the Modi Road minister, and Ali Bagayogo said Amy is being thrown under the bus by Joe Broadcast. He's been thrown under the bus. I played a video here in which Stanton Witherspoon. Let me say hi to AB Connor. Brother Connor, you there?
Good evening, my brother. Good evening to my dear.
Good evening, sir.
My biggest nephew.
The man in some kind of corner.
Got the East Coast man in there, so.
Oh yeah, they got it.
He come and sit.
You can't pinpoint any of them. They will tell you in New Jersey. You gotta ask them what part of New Jersey. They say South Jersey, but where in South Jersey? Oh, dear Trenton. Where dear Trenton? They just keep going all the way. They won't tell you exactly where they are. So that's why they did Moda.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. He's a sacrificial lamb.
Yeah,
the
Moda is like a snake, right?
Yeah.
The Bassa people say snake is a very powerful animal. But because he's a loner, so he always wind up in somebody's soup pot. Just imagine seeing 500 snakes coming towards you. The whole Monroe will run.
Around.
But he doesn't believe in that. He always travel by himself.
Yeah.
But when you look at things like wolves that are less potent, they travel in packs. So people are afraid of them.
Yeah.
Someone like Dylan that talks a lot of garbage and scream, he has a lot of followers.
Yeah.
It's just an empty drum. Just make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
People follow him. You see a child molester like Mo Ali.
Mo Ali and
They're over there and people following them. But a cool guy like who talks less, doesn't bother anybody, doing his business, nobody likes him. Nobody goes to bat for him. And he expressed it in his chat room. He said, when something happens, we all rally around and defend people. But something happens to me and everybody abandons me. He said that. Wow. Where are the partisans? Where are the town criers? Where are the defenders? Nobody. So Amin Moda was the weakest link in the United Party. Now Joseph Boakai is going to use that, go to the United Nations, go to the international community and say, I am fighting corruption. I even got rid of my right-hand man, the former chair of my party. I hired him to set an example without saying anything about what's actually going on in his own office. In his own office with Grigsby. He won't say anything that he hired Charles Minor or 81-year-old man to be the rice czar.
Yeah. The man, when he's stepping,
go ahead.
They got to hold him from the two sides to aid him to walk.
That's correct. Then he turned around and hired an incompetent man by the name of Mark Jabate to be urban planner.
The Liberia that we know that has flood everywhere, that have everything going wrong. You bring somebody who can barely read or write and give them a title, urban planner. Can you imagine someone that should be an architect, someone that should be an engineer, somebody that should know about city planning, and you give it to somebody and say, what? So this is where we are with the Amin Modal thing. It's a complete tragedy.
Yeah.
The president, the heat is on.
Yeah.
What is he doing? He's leaving the country again.
That's what I heard.
He said he's going to Italy this time.
Mm.
And on Abraham Williams' show, they published, I'm going to get the minutes from his cabinet meeting that he held yesterday. The question came out that the country is concerned about your extensive travels. They were discussing the front page of Africa's article about the president. He said to them, I am traveling extensively to plant seeds that someday Liberia will benefit from. Can you imagine? He said, you may not see it today, you may not see it now. You know, in the Unity Party, everything is in the future. The MOU,
in the future, yeah. The MOU.
The MOU is in the future.
Even the blueprint, everything.
No, everything is in the blueprint, but they don't do anything. So he says, all these seeds that I'm planting, it may not germinate during your lifetime, but Liberia will benefit someday.
Wow.
This is what the president said today. For him, it is not about tangible. It is not about engaging world leaders to alleviate the pains and sufferings of our people, or about him. Joseph Boakai said it Sunday when he came back to the country. He said, nothing works in Liberia. We don't have the infrastructure. When you go to other people's country, when you turn the water on, it come on, you turn the light on, it come on, life is just good. So why do you think Joseph Boakai don't want to go back? Joseph Boakai want to sleep in the other people's country and work in Liberia.
We were discussing that yesterday on the show, you know, when we played a clip, and then you are talking about infrastructure. The country is not built. There's no roads. When you go out there, you see something different. When you come back in his country, there's no organization. So the question was, but you've been around for all these years, and you are playing a leading role to the extent that you serve even as number 2 for 12 years. So that now you get to know that things are not organized, that now you know that the country is not built. Well, you had the experience for 42 years, you have been in government through all your life. So that now you know we're going through that to the extent that, you know, like you can see how his physical expression was, you know, to the extent that the entire house, all the people seated, no one can smile. While the citizens, almost 5 million waiting for the result of the president's travel after 18 days to know what is going on and what are some of the things that he's bringing to the table. The president is talking about people cooking. The country is not built. As Russia said, it is not time for talking about problems. It's time about solving problems, because these problems are there. You were in power before, and now you came back, you took over, so you know these things. So the solution of these problems, these are the areas need to be discussed. These are the things you need to be discussing. So, you know, they were saying that. But the issue on ground, you know, for the 12 years, after they left and we came for 6 years and now they are in power, it is a serious problem. You know, the Unity Party, they are completely in disarray. And we think for these 6 years, under the Unity Party will be a serious challenge for them. The issue about corruption, within 9 months, we are experiencing it all over the place. How to address these challenges up to present, we don't know. when it comes to their own blueprint in terms how they govern. Like, for example, the CDC came up with the pro development for prosperity and development. And then that's how they use as a yardstick to govern the country. So we are still waiting on the Unity Party to know their roadmap as to how they governed. But we want you to just please stay tuned. This is the GHT, the Jira High Talk. The host, Wamaka Gilman, is at the backstage. Pretty soon he will be coming. So I'm just here, Delano Tamasa, to just hold on until they can come on. But this is the Judea Hard Talk. I want to welcome all of you once again. Thank you for following us. Thank you for trending with us. It is always good. It is always great to have all of you trending along with us. This is the GHT. Welcome. The host, Wamaka Gilman, will be back. We are experiencing some technical issues, but that will be fully addressed and he may be back in a subsequent time. But as we speak, we're on the issue that has to do with the Commons Minister. There where we were when she went off. Yes, so we'll continue until we can get our feedback from Mr. Gilman and the rest of the team, and then we can continue on with the live Facebook